I know you just had a panel, but you're of TV of tomorrow, and you're sort of on the edge shaping the future of it. Where's TV heading in the future?
I think TV is in a big shift right now. I think that the pressure from the digital side of the business and the kind of accountability that the advertisers are getting used to is now infecting the TV marketplace. And the area that we think and we're focused on is that we're going to see a shift from selling just on media outputs, like gross rating points by demographic, to business outcomes by sales. And it's not going to be by sales based on a media mix model of what happened a year ago on a campaign that you did, 9 months ago or 15 months ago, but it's going to be tying off on sales data with retailers, with packaged goods companies and the loyalty cards, and actually connecting every single TV impression to its individual impact at the household or personal level on sales.
Now, you guys are actually putting your money where your mouth is at Simulmedia, and you're starting to offer some guarantees against this, correct?
Yes. I mean, we realize the market's not going to move just by giving them a better insight. Then you're just a measurement or research company. If you really want to make people change, you have to basically take the risk out. So we've told people that we won't just guarantee on a Nielsen gross rating point or reaching a specific purchase-based group, but actually depending on how they performed. And we made a guarantee, a very significant campaign in the third quarter, and we guaranteed that we would deliver a higher sales efficiency, actual sales outcome than any of the other TV media they bought.
So talk me through, without sort of getting too cerebral, like when we talk about addressability on an audience level versus better targeting and eliminating waste in order to drive to sort of more desirable business outcomes, like how is that process different from the perspective of what you're actually doing using data to buy more efficiently?
Sure. So in the addressable world, you sort of think like a direct marketer. You have a list of names, and if someone is on that list that you want to reach, they may have been a customer before, or you have information that you think they're a category customer, then you decide only to reach them. They may be 6% of the population or 8%, and you don't deliver ads to anybody else. Now, of course, that's sort of like delivering a coupon in some ways. You've got to hope that you've identified the right person, and you may just be accelerating the purchase of a loyal customer you already have. What we do is we look at the long tail of TV or the torso of TV. We find audience episodes or shows or networks where you have a really high index of a particular kind of audience, so a super concentration. And rather than just reach only some of those households, we put the ads in the normal rotation against them, but then we measure against millions of people in a sample we have, where we can actually tie off to purchase. We can actually do a de-identified or an anonymous match to purchase data, whether that's a company's own purchase data, a loyalty card, or whether that's credit card data. And so you can actually find that maybe the only 6 or 10, maybe it's 6% or 10% of the people who receive the ads exhibit a new behavior after exposure to the ad. But we can identify that and we can quantify it against those that didn't get the ad.
At a very high level, just sort of what do you think when you take a different set of optics of actually media investment driven by business outcomes and moving the needle on the P&L, how does that change the importance of reach when it comes to sort of upper funnel buying?
Dramatically. Reach. Erwin Efron, one of the greatest media researchers of all time, who passed away more than a year ago, wrote a book almost 20 years ago called Media Planning, and he basically said nothing beats reach, recency, and relevance. The right person in a recent time, and the more of them to reach, the better you do. What we learn is that actually reach is the most important characteristic in driving business outcomes for mass goods using TV advertising, not super addressability. Now, sometimes they can complement each other well, but it sounds a little counter, but that's actually been a concept that a lot of the large brands know. I mean, if you're a quick service restaurant, if you're McDonald's or Burger King, if you're a packaged goods company, if you're Walmart or Target, you must move tens of millions of people to take an action every day or you're out of business. So you can't afford to target hundreds of thousands.